better that we have this many viewers then with that in mind. Alright guys, welcome to game 4 of the grand final of the Nations Cup. Again, Finland A against Brazil B. The score is currently 2-1 for Brazil. And we are at the second home map for Finland, which is their advantage because they won the winners bracket. Again, sorry for the little bit of a laggy first movement here. It will stabilize soon, so just relax. What is this town center? I mean, I guess it's okay. It's 2 shorefish. It's a little bit weird, awkward of a town center though. So first off, on the northwest side we have Finland, and south to the bottom right we'll have Brazil. Miguel playing in the green color as Japanese. We have Fiege as China. We have Dogao as Persians, and of course Stark as Mayans. So they went for Japanese and not Vikings. Finland, on the other hand, we have Persians, the Max. Velez playing as Vikings. Zuppi playing as Mayans, and then Chinese for Pike. What this looks like to me is that Velez is gonna Grush, and from our research, that is not a good choice with Vikings, because Vikings are just too slow compared to say Persians or Chinese, that it really doesn't benefit them to Grush, even though they on paper have a strong Grush. They will just be up to Feudal Age way too late and therefore can't compete with the rest of the civilizations. So, oh no, never mind. Yeah, they're going 2 and 2. 2 guys are going on the middle on their starting position, while 2 of the guys are going on the outskirts to have more of a steady approach to a boom or some land shenanigans. Apologies. So Stark is on the right side with Mayans. Usually want to be on the flank as Mayans, and that is perfect for them. Zuppi though is pocket Mayans, not ideal. Don't you think not making a TC on your starting island is a waste of sheep? It's very situational, Sonic. Sorry, I'm just coughing a little bit. So the argument for making it on the middle is if you need to get up fast as possible, this will be much faster. Of course, you're going to be a lot of population ahead, and you have access to deer, sheep, and all that stuff. But it will make your transition to the outside, where the more resources are, more wooden, larger resources rather, is going to make that very slow. Therefore, if your main strategy is going to be more beneficial on the outside, then you're better off going outside, of course. But yeah. So, but the guy is going very food heavy. It makes me wonder if he wants to do a dock and help out on water as well. But from what I'm getting at right now, I like Brazil's strategy better, which is Japanese and Chinese going full water right away. Although Fish has 6 on wood for some reason. Not sure about that. From what we... Okay. So they're doing docks. Pike is doing dock as well. So I assume Vikings and Chinese will Grush on the Finnish team, while Chinese and Japanese will Grush for the Brazilian team. But what we kind of played around with was not making a dock. Just go full food, and you'll be up maybe a minute faster than your opponent, and then it doesn't matter that you don't have fish, because you're going to win the water fast, and you are going to... And you are going to win, and not only to win the water by having more galleys, you also kill the fish of your opponents and keep the fish of your allies alive, even though you sacrifice your own economy to a certain extent. So we played a lot around with not making docks until you're going to Feudal Age. It's more economically stable to make docks in Dark Age, but it will delay your uptime by a minute or so. Is it possible to fast castle with resources on the main island? I'm sure it's possible, but there's absolutely no reason to do it whatsoever. So for now, we're just sitting here, we're waiting to see whoever gets to Feudal Age first. I reckon it will be one of the Chinese players. Probably Fiege or Pike. Followed by Miguel. And then potentially Dogao or or Villes. Now again, would you use this strategy for SO? What do you mean for SO? Well, what I don't like is that they are using Vikings to Grush. I mean, it makes sense on paper, right? Makes sense on paper. But it does not make sense when it comes to, I mean, in practice. Because you're simply not able to have an uptime that can compete with the better or faster civs. So then it doesn't matter that you're Vikings, you're already gonna lose. You see Velez 18 pop. You have Miguel on 21 pop, Fiege on 20, I mean villager count. 23, 21. Velez is just hit 19. See, Chinese players naturally will be very fast up. I'm not sure why Miguel is not up yet. He should really be up already. He has 498. He's gonna be up any second now. He's up now. Let's see, Velez. Should probably idle TC. Okay, so he's getting up at a fairly decent time. But compare again population to Miguel. Actually, I think Miguel has messed up somehow. Wait, what is this transport for? Wait, what? What the hell? This is just weird. Let me see what's going on in chat. This is just weird. I don't understand this. Random transporting 2 villagers to the middle of the map. I mean, he's going to drop them on the other side of the map, I assume, but it's just weird. But yeah, Miguel should have been up much faster. I'm not sure why he's up just as fast as the Viking player. He should have been up faster. I mean, what is this? Is he trying to He's just clicked Feudal Age. He's just trying to land and have a sneak or something. Fiege spotted it right away, so they know it's there. They know it's there. Miguel dropping villagers, I assume. Still, I mean, it's such a random move. If you want it to be hidden, then you can't just send it randomly through the middle like that. You need to have someone scout ahead. I mean, now they know it's there. It's not. It's dropping barracks. I'm not sure if I like this. He's gonna go Feudal Age and make archers. I don't like this choice, this strategy. But I mean, it can, of course, it can work out depending on how the others react to it. But I do feel like it was a little bit too YOLO and random. So, Pike did 2 docks. I assume Fiege did 3. Yes, he did. Not sure what this 2 dock is. It's on stone as well. Is he gonna tower to get gold and wood here? Made a tower on his wood here. Oh, nice landing by Stark here. That's actually really annoying. Really, really annoying. But yeah, Fiege should definitely win water here now because Pike is only on 2 docks. God, this is so annoying. Pike is only on 2 docks and Pike, I mean, yeah, and he's taking stone instead of gold as well to drop towers. He'll probably drop a tower here to secure this gold. I feel like this is just gonna not work out because he's expecting to be able to hit Miguel, for example, but Miguel did the clever thing. He landed next to Dogao, so Dogao can keep him safe. They're just gonna wall this whole side off. Yeah, I just feel like this is not gonna get any damage done. By the time he is even hitting the walls, Dogao is gonna be cast stage and be making knights. I feel like Brazil is just in a great position here. Seem to be doing well on water as well. 5 against 5 here, but yeah, Miguel needs to get out of there. He doesn't have the numbers anymore. He's fighting next to the docks. He needs to get back. I'm not sure why he's not going back. He's probably quick walling here. Yeah. Make one there, there. Wall. Oh wait, that's Dogal's bills. Never mind. Ah, you need to build here, mate. Need to build these two. There we go. Yeah, but you can see here, Pike is just in a world of hurt here. He is just probably gonna pick up 1 or 2 vills here. Still 3 docks. Fish needs to keep moving vills. He's out of resources on his main island now. He needs to move villagers to the land to get wood. Yeah, like the whole idea here was that for Zuppi to raid the woodlines of all the Grushers, all the Brazilian team. But the problem is that he just sent the transport through the middle and it was like so obvious, and he revealed it all so early. It could have been deadly if he didn't reveal it all, but since it all was a real... Oh boy, this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt. Ay. 5 archers down the gutter. There we go. Ripperino. Even less effective now, this landing of Zuppi. Does Zuppi not... Yeah, it has 4 fish. I'm surprised they haven't caught his fish yet. But that's his fish alive. Pike lost all his fish, naturally. When your Chinese player is down to 24 villager count, 25... That is not a good scenario. Sorry guys, I'm just constantly coughing here. My throat is getting so dry. Was about to hit Castle Age. He has the barracks stable up, and Zuppi needs to make spearmen as well now. If he doesn't make spears, then these archers will just die as soon as there are 2 knights out. He doesn't even need the siege workshop. This is kind of an overreaction at the moment. He just needs knights. He doesn't know there are no pikes at the moment. Water though, yeah, Brazil are chasing. The Finnish guys are just running around to snipe fish while Brazil are chasing because they are gonna win water. Actually, Villes though does have quite a significant number of galleys here. Fiat should have more overall though. You can see the military count, he has 18 while Villes has 16. But they are getting into a position where Viking is actually fairly strong on water. Nice micro from Miguel. Take that back. Oh, that was a close one. Almost ran. There's probably 5 villagers in that one, right? Yeah. Just liking... I like Brazil's position more. Not sure why their scores are so low. Let's see, does Stark have the stone for a castle? He almost has. We'll probably drop a castle in this area. Clean out these towers and apply pressure onto Pike. The biggest issue for Finland here is that Pike is struggling a lot. Seems like all these archers got cleaned up by just a couple of knights. Seems like Miguel lost a few vills, but it was probably worth it. So the Max Star is sending stable units all the way from here. So far though. Like it makes it really slow to reinforce. Oh, but he's getting this Mangano. That's good for something. Don't think Doga was expecting the camel to appear. Dropping a monastery. But yeah, I mean, Doga is going to have a great economy behind this. It's going to add a 3rd town center eventually. Oh, this though, Miguel. Miguel, you need to react here, mate. Such low HP vills as well. You'll probably lose all 5 here. That actually really hurts. This archer push is kind of paying off to a certain extent. He managed to keep this open. Getting some villager kills. He's forcing a big reaction from Dogao. And you can make a case that it was actually worth it. Although it shouldn't have been, in my opinion. There's the castle. Oh boy. Distance plumes out right away. Even this is not going to be enough. Look at these idols from Pike as well. Pike is just in a really bad situation. He's still feudal age. Not with any signs of hitting castle age, I'm sure. Oh, look at this eco as well. No food, no wood, just a lot of gold. I think Dogao should still manage to clean this by himself. But he will have to drop probably one more stable and invest into more upgrades. And all that stuff. Another knight pick. This is actually turning out to be decent for... These are going to be crossbows now as well, with Bodkin as well. A lot of villagers going to go down here for Fiege probably. This mangonel needs to get some good shots. He will have to sacrifice these camels to get the mangonel. Oh, that is not what they wanted. Just before they turn into crossbows as well. Yeah, Miguel also, like, I feel like he's been struggling a little bit with multitasking. Look at this economy as well. He's been struggling a little bit multitasking on water and land. Because he was the one who walled off here as well. So, Miguel... kind of... Oh, Fiat is panic towering here. Which makes sense. I mean, if he doesn't get those towers up, he's gonna lose a lot of vills. Yeah, Miguel has been struggling a little bit with the multitasking, I feel. Oh, look at Fiat as well. I mean, economy-wise, it seems like Finland are doing a better job on the main island. I say that, and I look at this. This is not ideal either. He needs to get those transported over ASAP. Villager counts. The max very healthy villager count. 60 vills almost. Villas decent as well with almost 50. And then Zupi and Pike on 36 to 37. Brazilian team Dogao, fairly healthy, but he's being put pressure on. This is a good thing. The max is just a few units and full boom. 3 TCs, he'll probably add a 4th TC eventually as well. Probably right here, right now. Probably here, right now. Never mind, I was just joking. Yeah, the max is getting a free boom while Dogao has to defend. So... it's looking very promising now. And they also let Viking get really strong on water, which is a big mistake in my opinion. Fiege still has a lot of galleys, and he's going to be castle age before Villes though. So he has a time window where he can potentially catch Villes' units. This side though, Pike was able to pull off the wall. But why is he garrisoned? Oh, there are plumes here. So Stark is doing some good damage here to Pike. He's going to lose a lot of vills here. Oh, this is so painful. Sit in the tower, sit in the tower. Go into the tower. You can wall him in now. You can wall him in. Wall him in! Not like that! Well, that works. Oh, it's still open. It's still open? No, it's not open. Well, he sacrificed 3 vills to kill all that. I guess that was worth it. Oh. What's inside there? 5 vills. Almost picked off. Oh. Oh, he's gonna lose 5 vills. Oh, that hurts. Ay. And villagers here at the same time. So Villes' villager count is suddenly 40. Ah, that hurts so bad. Villes was looking very healthy until that. Suddenly he's 10 villages down. And when you only have 45, 6, 47 vills, losing 10 vills is quite painful. Okay, the guy's feeling confident here now. He opened up the walls, but he doesn't know that the max is going to Imperial age and dropped multiple stable down here. So this deletion of these walls might have been a little bit premature. I feel like Finland is in a good spot still because of the max's economy and the max dropping stables here now. I think the max is going to be able to do a lot of damage here. They are struggling though on water, and they are struggling over here as well. Stark is just landing plume after plume and doing good work on Pike. So Max is, well, Max slung to Pike for a town center. Villes is slinging to the max. Okay, so Villes is not going castle age to fight on water. He is full slinging to the max. So they're going all in now on the max doing the damage. Will that be enough though? I don't know. The thing is, Dogao and the rest of the Brazilian guys do not know about this. Okay, they do know about it. They do know about these forward stables. Actually, I think they just realized it. And they need to close this pretty damn fast. Because the Max is in Imperial Age. He's being slung. And he's gonna have plus... Well, actually barely has upgrades on this. Okay, now it's all about keeping this open, which they cannot do anymore. Max needs to drop a siege push up here as well. I'm not sure why. Let's check the Max's resources. It doesn't have the gold to do Cavalier, to do the upgrades he needs to make this really deadly. But I mean, they should be able to open this. With the Knights and the Crossbows, this should be kept open. Cavalier is on the way. He needs more armor upgrades though. Dugao really needs some quick walls here. Tyrant strats. These tables don't matter, Viper. Brazil are winning. What are you talking about? Philip! Go back and make some berserks. Oh boy. Yes. I mean, when you're slinging, this is unforgivable. This not reacting to this is not. It's unforgivable when you're just slinging. I mean, he is raiding here as well, but this is when you're. This should not happen. Oh, nice quick walls from the Gao. He needs to probably make another wall behind this again, though. Nice shot there. I mean, the Gao is defending well so far. Miguel quickly dropping 2 more town centers. Miguel is still in a very bad position. He's only 32 vills. But I guess he'll get a nice boom going off pretty safely. But still, obviously... I mean... the guy's going imp now. He's probably going to get slung as well. But the thing about the Max's position being so strong is that he has such a good economy on his own as well. Even though he was being slung, he has his own economy to sustain his own production and all of that stuff. The issue for them now, however, for the Finnish team, is that Pike is struggling so bad and Stark is on the way to Imperial Age. Oh god, Stark has like 5 town centers as well. So he's gonna keep booming while he's going up, and he's gonna have like... Stark is probably gonna be able to sling Dogao as well. But I do agree a little bit, Philip. Brazil are still in a good position. But I wouldn't say these tables are useless. They are forcing a reaction. Zuppi has a castle at home now. 2, 3 TCs. Chasing these guys. Yeah, the problem is I don't see how they're gonna stop Stark over here. Pike is still in Feudal Age. Not even clicked up yet to Castle Age. Another forward castle coming from Stark, I assume. Oh, forward castle from Zuppi. Zuppi clicked up now. Stark is gonna be 2 minutes faster. Oh, this castle is not gonna end well. This will just get trapped down right away. Where is Stark's next castle coming? Okay, next to the shore. I guess a little bit of a safer castle, just to make sure this is safe and also to be able to reinforce down here if necessary. But I mean here, he sees it as well. He can just trap that down right away. It's only 2 villagers making as well, but not ideal. Paladin incoming from the Max. Only has like about around 20 though, so he needs to break through, but Dogao has 3 mangonels already. Don't see how he's gonna break through, regardless of... See if he has mangonels as well. Oh, that's a good choice actually. I didn't see he did chemistry. Can take down the... Oh, that's actually a very, very good, so very clever choice by the Max. Very, very clever. Oh, and Dogao is not noticing this. Oh boy, that is very painful. These are gonna be Paladin in a minute and a half. Dogao needs to go full camel. He is doing that. So he might be able to hold still. But the Bombard Cannons was a really good choice by the Max. Oh, these 4 plumes got away and they're doing so much damage here. So many Villas villages down. Villas is down to 33 vills again. Is Pike just fully slinging as well? No, Pike is not slinging at all. He's just struggling a lot. Zuppi is setting up a decent position here, but I'm sure Stark already has a Treb almost out here. We have a pause there. I assume there's some technical issues on site. Oh, a lot of idols for Fiege here. He needs to sort that out. Let's look at village accounts. Now, Stark, very healthy. The max as well. Very good position. Dogao is a little bit lower than he wants to be, but he is making camels, which is a fairly cheap unit. And also, I assume he's getting some resources slung. Yeah, Fiege is slinging a Dogao here. But that is delaying Fiege as well. Okay, so the main part here is that the secondary players of Brazil are so much further ahead of the secondary players of Finland at the moment. So the longer this game goes without the Max being able to do some serious damage, the worse it's going to be for Finland. They're basically relying on these paladins doing big work. But Dogao is well prepared, as you can see, already about 20 camels. 20, and yeah. Feel like he should be able to hold here. The score is lying a little bit. The score, Max has such a great... Oh, Stark's AOC closed. So we're gonna have to save and restore this game. But yes, these camels should be able to hold. And I just don't see how... Oh! No, that's still bad for Zupi. Why did he make petards? Why was he gonna break through here? Yeah, I mean, look at Fiege and Miguel. And then you have to compare those to Pike and Villes. And it's 43 and 33 vills to 72 and 59. And Fiege and Miguel are both in Castle Age, booming. While Pike is halfway to Castle Age and Villes is still Feudal Age. Brazil definitely looking in a good position right now. Okay, let's have a look at the venue again. Why didn't I just play LAN? Good question. Well, I don't know about the computers here. Oh, Pike was holding up some bananas. I mean, you can look at them. They don't seem too happy with their situation right now. They are in a really bad spot. Look at Stark looking over there confidently. Yeah, it's looking good for the Brazilians. They're in a pickle. You can say that. So I can introduce them again for those who are not familiar, who joined late. This player right here. Wait, are they starting already? Yeah, they have. So this player right here is Dogao. This is Fiege. Behind the screen that you can't see is Miguel. And there is Stark. On the Finnish team, we have Villes on the far left. We have Zupi there. Pike is the one hiding a little bit behind the screen. And then we have the Max on the end of the table here. I'm going to have to go back to this screen because we're about to jump into the game again. Just a couple of seconds left. All right. But those screens look so big, Helene. It looks like they are like... Oh, God. The screens look like they are... Like the computers are in the screens. Help, Helene! Herp! Herp! Thank you, Helene. What? Yeah, hopefully it works. Alright, we are back. Sorry for that. Thank you, Helene. 1 second, I'm just reading something here. Alright, there we go. Think we're in the right scene? Yes, we are. So a lot of slinging going on. Wait, where did Stark's units go? I mean, we're jumping in a minute and a half further forward than it was. Stark had a lot of plumes here when we last saw. Now he's just losing his chubs for nothing. Weird. I'm not sure where Stark's plumes... Are they going down? Okay, they're going here because they're being pushed here. Arbalest in the mix. Very, very helpful for against the camels. I guess that's why Stark is going down here. Seems like they were able to break this point. Dropping a castle now as well as the max. The second castle, that is. We might see elephants, guys, as the game goes on. In these small... Well, I say small. It's fairly wide, but... It's pretty much choke fights. And... You might see elephants in these types of maps, in these situations. Stark took out one of the castles, but he's giving Zupe the time here now. Not making the damage up here anymore. But yeah, the most action is taking place down here right now. Problem here is that Dogao can't lose his position. If he loses his economy and position here, he's already losing all his production facilities. He might not... I mean, this is the biggest problem for Dogao right now. He has to remake stables. He cannot produce units for a while. So this might really snowball into Finland's favor on this side. Simply because Dogao cannot make units at the moment. His stables are just coming up back here. He has no space. You can see how he's dropping a lot of stables just because, of course, all the stables down here are gone. Oh, the Treb took out a bombard cannon. Why aren't you shooting the Treb? Shoot the Treb! Shoot the Treb! Alright, I mean, it's not a big deal. Trade starting, they're preparing markets. Yeah, preparing a lot of markets. And this is one thing, again, I always like to point out that a lot of people don't take into consideration, especially Doubt. Finland has 3 corners. Brazil have 0 corners. They are squished into this small corner right here without any chance of trading. Finland is pushing this side as well. Siege rams, plumes, Stark has nothing here. Stark is investing every unit down here, and they can barely hold on here as well. Dogao can't even make... I mean, he has 10 cavaliers. This is just... I think this is just snowballing to Finland, in Finland's favor. They have 1 corner. Yes, they have 1 corner, but they don't have 2 corners. This is just snowballing completely for Finland. Dogao is doing Paladin now. He's gonna have Paladin, that's gonna help for sure. They might be able to hold here, but they cannot hold this at the same time. Stark is losing all his castles, which means that he's losing all his production for elite plumes. So Finland are just like, whenever Brazil is defending on the bottom side, they cannot defend on the top side. Earlier they could defend here or push here, but then they couldn't have defended down here. Hankin is in the mix as well, Arbela still. This should probably be a decent fight for Brazil, but still look at the Max's population, pretty much pop cap. Actually, look at the populations. They seem much healthier for Brazil, but Miguel and Fies are fully slinging. But that doesn't really matter when you have access to a limited amount of resources. You'd rather have 50 villagers slinging, when you can take gold, stone, wherever you want, than have, say, 100 villagers that can't really take any resource. There's just nothing here for... I mean, there's still plenty of resources here to use sling, but how long can they sustain this? The only thing Finland pretty much needs to do from this point on is not lose the position here, not lose the position here. Just hold this position as long as they can, and simply dry Brazil out of gold. Not sure why we have a pause again here. Maybe someone has crashed again. Would not surprise me with how this has been going so far. Paladins are doing work here, but there still are Max's Paladins here to be able to help out. Pike is now dropping a castle, so Pike should probably enter the game soon as well. Still far from over. Brazil still with the big chances to fight back here simply because of their healthy economy. Healthy economies. If you look at the population, you surely would think that Brazil is ahead. But positionally, it's looking very, very good for Finland, as long as it doesn't snowball the other way again for Finland. Oh, starts with Onager as well. Well, they're pushing back on both sides now. If I was Finland now, the only thing I would go for is holding. You don't need to push, you don't need to kill them. Only thing you need is to hold them in their corner here. Nice little corner here. They're so on top of each other. They cannot trade. They're gonna run out of resources soon. Just buy time. Hold the sides as long as you can. Zupi is still low on villagers. Zupi really needs to add more vills. Look at trade cards. The max already at 30 trade cards. Pike has 15 trade cards. Look at the trade cards for Brazil. Lugao has 3 trade cards. 5 trade cards. But he has nowhere to trade. This is the market they're trading to. He gets 28 gold per trip. 28 gold per trip. Yeah, Brazil is on a timer here. Brazil is on a timer. Pike is gonna go water. So if he goes water, what can he do from water? FH is transporting villagers here. Guess he's going to take the golds on Middle Islands, which makes sense. That's actually 2,400 gold. So that makes a lot of sense. Oh, the Orange is here. I mean, still, they can't really break him here. Can't really break them here either. Still, much prefer Finland's position overall. But their weak link might be... Oh, I totally missed this. Their weak link might be Villes being so far behind in villagers. Apparently Miguel went for the Castle Age landing here with pikemen. Pikemen and monks. For some reason. God knows why. But they apparently thought that landing with pikemen in Castle Age and monks was a good idea. Meanwhile, Finland are fighting back here. Duga is making Hussar. Ay. This is a bad sign. When your paladin player has to make Hussar. Duga is making Halberdiers now. Not looking good for Brazil here, boys. I mean, it makes sense to make Halbs to fight Paladin, of course, but there's still archery ranges here. Hand cannons, to make Arbalest here. Yeah, Brazil is just out of space. They have no space, they don't have gold anymore. Wait, I thought Fiege landed here. Guess not, I guess he landed here to take more wood. I mean, you have 800 gold here. I mean, 2004 gold here, you have stone. Should really land your old island. Is Villes AFK? No, he's just slinging all these resources to the Zupi at this point. What? Now he's dropping archery ranges. Miguel is still Castle Age. Don't know about this choice, my friend. This just seems to achieve absolutely nothing. They're pushing in here now. They have no response to these gold units, hand cannons, paladin. Yeah, Stark is doing a decent job pushing over here though. Bombard tower is coming from Pike, but no other units. Seems like he's gonna try and make onagers himself. This is where they're banking their hopes on. If this doesn't work out, which it will not, they will probably just call the GG. They cannot push this. Doesn't have enough rams. There's only 2 rams left. 1 ram left. There's a trebuchet, some units, some onagers, but it's not enough siege to break a castle. And there's the GG. What did you say again, Philip? What were you saying again, Philip? Well, what happened here was simply that Finland got the map control with... Like, I think Brazil had the better strategy. I think Miguel, unfortunately, should have been up faster with Japanese. He was up the same time as Vikings, and that shouldn't have happened. And yeah, they just backed all their players into a corner. This landing from Zuppi actually made Miguel have to land behind Ogao, made Fiege go behind Ogao and Stark, and suddenly all their players was in this area of the map. And as long as the Finnish team was able to keep map control on the sides here, they can deny Brazil from trading forever. And of course, that's a good formula for success. Look at the achievements here. Max dominated this game, almost 20k score. Well, the second highest was 14,000. Very good KD ratio for the Max. Not the greatest one for Tugao. Like, from the second they took out all the production of the Tugao, that is when it like snowballs and it gets really hard to come back. Yeah. I mean, economy-wise though, villager-wise, Brazil was ahead pretty much the whole game, but Finland had the better late-game decisions and also the better map control, and that's what won them the game in the end. GG. Good job by Finland, making it 2-2. And we have a close finals on our hands.